Greetings to everyone. This is Pastor James Brooks, and I serve as the pastor of the Lily Baptist Church of Brumman Heights in the Brumman Heights community in Tarrant. Tonight, Pearl from the Pastor, I'm going to use as my topic Hannah's Vow. Hannah's Vow. And of course, I'm looking in the book of 1 Samuel. Now we know there are 6 books of the Kings in the Old Testament, and the 1st and 2nd Samuel, and then there's the 1st and 2nd Kings, and 1st and 2nd Chronicles. That makes 3 history books of the monarchy. I want to talk tonight about a certain man from the tribe of Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah. Elkanah. Now, Elkanah was a very important man, very devout man, and that every year, especially at the 3 feasts, he would bring his family up to Jerusalem to worship at the temple. It said that he had 2 wives. One was named Hannah, who we're going to talk about tonight, and the other one name was Peninnah. Peninnah. And he had 2 wives, Hannah and Peninnah. All right. Now, Hannah had no children. She was barren, and this was a terrible thing for women in biblical times. This is about the 11th century BC, and about that time, this was a tremendous embarrassment for a woman not to have children, especially boys. Amen. They wanted boys, and but if they didn't have boys, the girls would be all right. Now, Peninnah had children. She had children along with her husband, and but Hannah had no children, and you can see the stress and strain that was upon Hannah. Sometimes she would cry, but her husband loved her so much that he would give her a double portion of what he had because he loved her so much, and he hated to see in the misery. You could see that Peninnah was probably teasing her, and if look what I have and you don't have. Amen. But let me tell you what Hannah did. Hannah went before God. Amen. He went before God, and she made a vow to God. And this is what a lesson is tonight. I guess it's personal to me because Mary and me have 2 Samuels in our life. Amen. We have 2 Samuels, Samuel Eugene and Sam Horn Jr. And but this is a very strong lesson about Hannah's vow. Hannah's vow. Amen. Now, vow means a promise. And since we're talking about it, we're talking about a promise to God. Amen. She made a vow. And this was her vow. She said, now look here, if you would give me, she made a vow, that's in verse number 11, if you indeed look on the affliction of my handmaid, and remember me and do not forget your handmaiden, you will give me a male child, and look here, here's the key to it, and I will give him to the Lord all the days of your life. So she made a promise to God. Amen. I'm going to use the word promise, which is close and easier for us to understand than vow. But she made a promise to God. She said, now, I want to tell you, if you give me a boy, I'll give him back to you. That's what the word Samuel means. It means I have received of God, and I will give him back to God. Amen. And that's what she did. Amen. So she became pregnant and had a son, and this son's name was Samuel. And what did she do? After she weaned the child, she took him to the tabernacle, which was Shiloh at this time, and gave him to the priest. Gave him to Eli, the priest. And Samuel was raised in the temple, and he was one of the greatest men in the Bible. Just think, Lord have mercy, if you give what you have back to God, God can take it and make it into something truly great. So when we think about religious history, one of the greatest men of all time is Samuel. Amen. Amen. What he did, he anointed Saul, king of Israel, of Judah. And he anointed David, the greatest king of them all. Think how great he is. Amen. See how great he is. And so God blessed Hannah because she made a promise, a vow unto the Lord. I had a friend of mine who used to sing that song, I made a vow to the Lord. And how does the rest of that song go? I promised him I would go every step of the way. I made a vow unto the Lord.
Amen.
My brothers and sisters, God bless you and keep you is my prayer.